It is another very beautiful day, and welcome to another edition of Insightful Moments. I am Jare Tiamiyu. The last 2 weeks has been very interesting in the political space. You remember that the last, 2 episodes ago when we had Mr. Fumisawa Banide, we discussed something around the defection of Governor Adeleke, the rumored defection to the All Progressives Congress. And after that, it was becoming clearer. Even the statement by the media team of the governor were actually giving us some hints that something like that was happening, like the one that was signed by the spokesperson on the July 12, on July 12, where he said that the leadership of the party in the state, after a meeting at the government house, pledged their support to the governor, and they said they are going to follow him to wherever he goes. Those are some of the things that we heard, and even on social media, we started having some issues like, Ademola Adeleke is going to be the leader of both the PDP and also the APC, by some media eyes of the governor. But, after that, just in the last few hours, precisely on Monday, we started having another rumor that Governor Ademola Adeleke is staying in the PDP. That started on Sunday, and the governor also said it at the flag off that he held in Ila on Monday, that he remains in the PDP. And some people are now saying that, okay, what has happened? Is it that the negotiation broke down? Just as some of the, the rumor that we had. But today I'm going to be having the senior special assistant to Governor Ademola Adeleke on media, Mr. Oladele Bamiji, HOB. HOB, is nice having you back in our studio.
Thank you very much.
It's been a very long time, It's obvious that you are in government and
maybe trying to be like Jesus Christ.
Especially when somebody is in power,
No, not such. It's what you ask us to be doing as stakeholders in the state, including yourself. That HOB, go and be doing this with the governor, and that's what I've been doing.
Okay, you mean I was part of those that nominated you?
Yes, one way or the other.
Okay, maybe I was not aware that I did that anyway. HOB, the last 2 weeks, we have been having issues like Governor Ademola Adeleke was about leaving the All Progressives Congress to the PDP, to the APC. And then, people are believing that there were negotiations. And then, when Senator Francis Adenegba, Fadansi, left, he resigned from the PDP, and then also Senator Lubi Fadeyi Ajagunla from Osun Central also tendered his resignation from the PDP. People are saying that these are advanced things. They are going there, to clear the ground for the eventual arrival of Governor Ademola Adeleke. And now the governor and some, the media heads of the governor, like yourself, are saying that you remain in the PDP. What has happened?
Thank you very much. And I want to greet the people of Osun State essentially, because like His Excellency said yesterday, the event you spoke about, that the people are always his strength. So I want to bring greetings to the strength of His Excellency in Osun State. That is the people who voted, who installed, who hired him to be their governor since November 27, 2022. You see, most of what I've had you preface here, for me, as we all know each other, is how social media talk. That is basically different from a cognitive or assertive statement from the horse's mouth. You also mentioned that people like us have always maintained that we are in the PDP. And that, I feel, you must have taken more seriously than any other thing going on out there. The governor, we all know, was entrusted with the leadership of this state under the banner, the emblem, the umbrella of the PDP. And just like he did yesterday again, as a performing leader of a state, I have always maintained personally and collectively with the leadership of our party and various tendencies in our government that if anybody will begin to run it as skater, if anybody will begin to feel like being faster, running faster than his own destiny, it cannot be our governor. You can only begin to look for where you want to hide your nest or your neck or your head when you know that perhaps you have baggages of non-performance, of rejection by the people. Just look at the kind of unspoken law in the activities of this state in the last 2 weeks you spoke about. The barrage of calls, the inquiries from journalists, even from various sectors of the state, religious organization, ordinary voters, people you cannot even think of, the kind of inquiry that have been pushing to somebody like me, that are you truly going to the is Excellency going to the APC? I've always maintained that people should relax. Yes, what I can confirm anyway, because I'm just coming from another program from a TV station now, and I maintained to the APC guy that came there, who also mentioned in his own words that maybe they had that Governor Abiodun
former deputy governor Iyola Omisore said it at an interview.
Governor who Prince Odema and all that blah blah were the one trying to bring the governor to the APC. So I can also confirm that yes, there were pressures here and there. There were.
Is it true that Asiwaju is insisting that governor comes to the APC? That's some of the narration that your people were giving.
There will be certain things. In government, there are documents, there are files. You tag as highly confidential. There are some things my principal will be doing that will not be exposed to me yet.
So you are not aware if that will happen?
Yes, they might be talking at that level, which I'm not the governor. They meet at their own level. But I know for sure that, okay, there were indications that pressures were, there, here and there, to perhaps bring the governor in accordance with the wave of what we see in Nigeria today. Especially maybe
with the fact that your party is having crisis at the national level.
There will always be crisis in political parties.
But the crisis here, when we have high profile politicians that are leaving the party in rooms, you talk about former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Senate President who is now leading the coalition as the chair, and some other big men leaving your party, and the crisis has become like part of it for the last 2 years.
You see how I hold this your mic, like if I want to sing like because I'm confident of what I want to say. Okay. You know why they are leaving. Everybody will in a democracy, everybody wants to see where he thinks he can manage his ambition very well. If perhaps some people feels like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar feels like, okay, he now has some new friends from somewhere that were not even part of the PDP before, and that if he joins them fully, perhaps his ambition will be able to materialize. So that is taking.
What about Senator Fadansi and Senator Ajagunle?
I used a statement earlier. Those ones, that Baba especially is like he has this courage of a septuagenarian. Even an octogenarian, if I may say. So he has a carriage of someone, if I were to be his son, that God has managed so well, that God has been so kind to so well. So who I expect to be able to be magnanimous, to be grateful. But maybe in some people's politics, that is not there.
So Senator Ajagunle has also left your party?
For me, no, let me land on that. perhaps Baba was like looking, being faster at that level of his age than his own destiny. They miscalculated a bit. If I want to confirm that, they felt that, the rumor means here and there is leading towards the governor leaving the PDP. And to some of them, they felt that let us play a smart one or a fast one.
So those people, you mean Senator
Ajagunla
played fast one on the governor?
Yes, they will be regretting where they are now. When people, this democracy, we must not redefine it from where it is. It is always a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You understand? If the people are taken out of the equation, then something is fundamentally wrong. That when they were to be made senator, it is not by the might of what they are bragging about today. It is not about the might of their age, the might of their money, or whatever. It is the might of the voters.
Is that not showing that your governor is having some issues with some people in the party, even within the state?
You look at the kind of our governor, and you want to question how the kind of problem he will have with anybody. It's a leader that is open to all, even to somebody like me. You can't have, but some people will feel like let us play our own game. And I mind my word, let us play our own game. In this national polity, it's like we are back to NRC, SDP days, the time of Bashir Tova, times of MK Abiola, SDP in the south, this NRC in the north, and so let us also play our game in that. But they forgot, where did we even put God in all of this?
So you are resorting to God now?
No, God has always been part.
Politicians, when you speak to this extent that you are now saying, you forgot God in all this. Some people will say, this man is losing ground.
When these same people were in government, they were not only in government, they were in government at the top, they are in government at the middle, and at the basement of governors in Nigeria. Governor Adeleke, by the grace of God Almighty, and the grace of the voters in Osun State, defeated them. So
we'll go on a very short break, HOB, and then after that, we'll talk about some things. There are some issues here that we have not talked about, and one of them is the fact that some members of the House of Assembly, all this and that, and then some of them is that some members of the House of Representatives are also ready, they have prepared their resignation letter to leave the PDP. That's some of the rumors that we hear. And if we now have this leaving, that leaving, what exactly will remain in the PDP? And we have election in just about 13 months, or less than 13 months now. We'll discuss that when we come from this very short break. Stay tuned, right back. You are welcome back from that very short break. And my guest is still here. My guest is Senior Special Assistant to Governor Adeleke on Media and Publicity, Honorable Oladele Banji HOB. HOB, thank you for staying with us.
Thank you.
Before we went on that break, I was saying something. We got information that some House of Rep members are ready to also leave. Names were mentioned, like this person is has prepared his resignation letter, and then maybe tendering it when the House resumes that this week or anytime. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm not aware, but I will still not rule out anything, because this is Nigeria. Anything is possible. But I maintain that resigning from a political party does not guarantee automatic success in whatever ambition anybody has. Because people of Osun State, especially in Nigerian context, are becoming more aware these days. And it will be ruinous, it will be dangerous on the part of anyone to think that, let me just take a unilateral decision, taking the people away from that equation will be disastrous.
So you are also aware that you are not ruling out that people can leave anytime.
I'm not in their shoes.
Now we ask, this one has left. Since your government came on board in 2022, Honorable Wole left, Omoba Yemi left, Alhaji Shuaibu Oyedokun left, Honorable Supake Kayode Oduoye left, Now, and some other people, they are all left.
These people you are mentioning.
Now, Senator Ajagunla, Senator Fadansi, all of them left. We ask, how many big wigs have you been able to attract to your party
for us
within this period?
The people are our big wig because that is what we relied on when we won the election. When it was even the grant then was even more.
But these people were with you. They work with you.
These people you mentioned, that's what I wanted to say. These people you mentioned have long gone out of the PDP. These were the in-waiting, cheerleaders if APC had won that election. You are talking about Super K, Baba Yemi that took the governor after all pleadings, after all intervention of all the structures of our party, 1 million Nigerians, took the governor all the way from High Court to Supreme Court to in a case that in the French that would have taken the victory of Mr. Governor back to APC. This is the person you are counting as having left the PDP.
What about Senator? Honorable Adeleke has been the landlord of Ijesha North politics.
It's only because
you have also said it here. You have also said it on this program that Senator Adeleke is the landlord.
I know you are just doing your job. We know these characters. You can also spell verbatim the characters of each politician in Osun State. And it's just because you are on this seat, you are not here today. You can also spell what Mr. Adeleke can do.
But
how he has been. These are the people.
Are you saying that Senator Fadansi also worked against? Because Senator Fadansi has never for once left the PDP.
These are the people that have their own reservation of bitterness. Some people will just say, look at what we are doing in this studio now. You are the master, so to say, but you are not the biggest in stature. You might not even be the biggest in education or whatever. But this is where God has placed you as the superhero here. But some people, if you have a proud subordinate here, an inordinate, let me use that. An inordinate subordinate here, they might be, Dupe might be saying that I'm bigger than this guy now. Why is he holding me around? So that's the basic of the kind of example I can throw here. Some people will just say, well, Adeleke to share Delano. Why he was in abroad when this and that. So some people will just be like, me, a whole Fadansi, will not be subjected to the direction or directives of Mr. Governor. These are mundane bitterness that should not be there because according to the convention and the rules governing our party, the governor is the leader, no matter how you see him. You understand? So it's like some people don't want to come to terms with that, God ordained reality. And let us all wait here. You will see me, I will come back here and you will remind me that I told you there will be consequences on them because people are there. Because if anybody leaves, the people are not leaving. Look at what happened in Ikiro. Look at what we have in Ila yesterday. The people are not leaving, and that is our joy. That is our strength.
Some people are saying that with emergence of former Governor Adeleke as the leader of the ADC in the South now, especially in the Southwest, and remember that Governor said that the group of former governors, the top then, worked with him in 2022 to emerge as a governor. Now they have pulled out of that alliance. Do you think you still have what it takes to combat all these crises come 2026 and come out victorious?
Yes, they were not in 2022. You talk about they were not even as this divided as what they are now.
You mean the
APC? Yes, it was only a Aregbesola tendency that time. Now we have a lot of factions. Forget about the cloud of the president they have that is using the stick of the Superman somewhere trying to catch them. You and I know that they have their issues. But when you have a very big leader, you tend to
I think that's one of the reasons that attracted your principal to the APC.
What?
I mean, personality of the president is one of the things that attracted your principal to the APC.
The personality of the president is not. I've told you that the kind of politics you play in Nigeria, you tend to support your own. We have had in this country where it was alleged openly that a serving chairman, national chairman of the PDP, betrayed his own candidates then, especially during the period of former President Goodluck Jonathan. At the moment, also, we all remember. Maybe we are still a caique or something, but that is where we are. Unless we want to fly to America, or that we are Nigerians today. That a Yoruba man is the president today. So it will be on record that yes, no Yoruba man at this time, especially going by the signals we are receiving from the north, that no Yoruba man is counted as, standing against the interests of Baba Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
And that's why the governor wanted to join that.
No, it's not. That is a misconception. That yes, Oga, I will deploy my arsenal to make sure you can't mean as one of those who supported your second term. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not even hiding anything. Since day one, he has started campaigning for the second term. So it is normal. It is within the period.
Is it that you are afraid of that federal might come 2026 election?
Federal might has always been there.
So are you afraid of it this time?
It was, because it was even openly declared by former president. And that is why I said we should not leave out the powers of God Almighty in whatever we do. The man is late now. The person he worked against when he said they used a remote control to deny him of the legitimate victory given to him by the people of Osun State. The man is late now. Governor Adeleke he worked against is now the governor of Osun State. So federal might has always been there.
But some people are saying that they allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do in 2022. There was no federal might deployed.
You are a journalist. And you are catching a very big niche for yourself. Our disconversation, political conversation must not begin to support a kind of.
What I'm saying is that are you aware? Are you aware that some APC members will come out and say now we have a Tinubu that is politically savvy.
You can only say that when you are not popular,
and he can use his federal might against you.
What is federal might?
You have also said
you can only say that when you are not popular. If you are, I don't know how APC, ADD or whatever, I don't know how they want to do it in Osun State today to defeat this hurricane called Governor Adeleke. I don't know. I'm proud to say that they cannot do it. They cannot defeat. Where are they?
Okay, let me say this. You said it here that governor has never contemplated leaving. Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
Okay, now, in the statement signed by Malam Olawale Rasheed on July 12, I want to read the paragraph. In the communique, the PDP leadership resolved to follow Governor Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke to wherever he goes.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Because Governor Ademola Adeleke is the leader.
So, I will not planning to leave. Why you say the word goes?
Sorry, the rumors were just so rife up there. All right, those leaders of our party who held their meeting are not also ghosts. They are human beings, and they might be reacting to the wave of the moment. It's like, let me use this your very big office as a sample again. Where are you going? That the doyen of this place will not follow you, Madam Dupe. Why will you not follow? Waiting she chop. Where she not go follow you?
But now that if I do not plan to go anywhere, why you saying if I'm here, why would she be losing the word? Wherever you go, I'm following you.
I know for sure.
If she's not aware that I'm going somewhere, why saying that wherever you go, I will follow you?
Let me do the talking. You ask the question.
Okay, now.
So as we are now, I'm aware that you're about leaving for somewhere. If she doesn't follow you, she might not even know what you are doing there. And some rumor might just fly from there. And that, hey, our guy has gone to Ibadan to join the next flight to Abuja or something like that, even though she's not there. But what's she going to do there? She's going to bring another let TV for us. He's going to bring another camera for us. She will now be thinking that hey, Abuja here now. Oh no, she cannot do without you for now. It's not as if she doesn't have options in life, but this is where her heart is. This is where she derives the joy with you, and you are the symbol of that joy. You understand? So she will not leave you alone, even though she's not your wife, but she's attached to you. So the leadership of our party holding their meeting to assure the governor that you are still our leader. Even if anybody says this, if anybody says that, you are our leader, and we are ready to follow you anywhere. The same thing they did that led the governor to the throne of the governorship seat of Osun State today. Unity, strength in unity. In unity we rise, in division we fall.
So
that is what the leadership
finally,
was just trying to
HOB,
say.
I would like you to tell us why, you just face that camera. Tell us why you think the people of Osun should continue to stick with your party, despite some challenges. Now, the local government is short, and the issue of recruitment of teachers has not been concluded for about 1.5 years now. And then we still have some other challenges that you know. But tell us why you think Osun people should vote for the party again.
This should have been the...
you just have 1 minute to tell us that.
Where we take off, because this should even be a question to the people of Osun State, because I'm very, very sure, I am more than convinced that the governor has done excellently well to deserve, if there is anything like third time, they will vote for him. Look at our health sector. The governor was...
The health workers have not been recruited. I hope you will say that.
It is not just the one segment of a thing. One part does not make the whole body.
But when it is heart and the body, when the heart is removed...
It's not just the heart. Recruiting more workers does not mean that sector is not existing.
No,
you just want to patch, just want to make up for some lost ground, but the ground is not lost. You understand? The health sector, like I mentioned, he performed so well, even as an opposition party member. He was awarded $500,000 for his effort in the health sector in Osun State. Our babas and mamas who have worked with their dark hairs are now enjoying with their grey hairs. A kind of lost hope before. Any of them can just walk into any hospital today and be taken care of free of charge anywhere in Nigeria, Sokoto, Kaduna, or wherever. You cannot beat that. That has never happened in Osun State. The governor is effectively addressing the infrastructure deficit in the state today. What can you... In fact, the man we met on TV a while ago was like, he also acknowledged that, Governor Adeleke is truly building roads. If you don't build roads, my dear brother, Ilobu Road is bad, all the interland roads are bad, and you want investment. Which kind of investor will come to your state when road network is bad? Do you understand? So many things the governor is doing. The agricultural revolution is taking up. It's taking up as we speak. Tractors are on our farms, and we will begin to reap the fruit of all this investment. I don't think there's ever been a visionary leader as Governor Adeleke, and the people knows, and the people are demonstrating it, and that is why some people were about having stroke when they began to hear that the governor was about leaving the party they trusted so much. That is why I say anybody can leave, but when the people don't leave you, that means your God is not leaving you as well, because the Fox Populi, as you used to say, scholars, first day.
Okay. On that note, we'll conclude this episode of Insightful Moments. I have been speaking with my very good brother, Baba HOB, as we call him on the street, Honorable Oladele Bamiji HOB, is the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Adeleke on Media and Publicity. But that issue of defection has not left us, and we will continue to monitor what has happened. And I'm very sure that very soon the parties may come to terms and tell us what actually broke down in negotiation, because
Whatever the governor
we were told that there were negotiations that broke down.
Yes, there were. I told you there were
the automatic
attempts.
ticket was actually the real issue.
No, there were attempts by who is who in APC, not minding the local rats here, the local champions here.
Okay.
There were attempts at
but
some levels.
Local champions were the one that actually improved your entry into the party.
So as to effectively establish their own, another round of disgrace for themselves. That is certain. By the grace of God, we will all be here.
Okay, we will all be here.
Inside.
And then when the campaign starts, we will all be here to compare notes.
Yes.
What you have and what they have. We will compare notes
Mr.
when the time comes.
I will come here to grant you the first featuring interview in this studio. I promise you.
In 2020.
I will bring you wine. That wine you don't use to drink, I will bring it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we will continue to watch and we will continue to see what happens. On that note, I will say thank you for being part of today's show. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. Bye for now.